very important to you and that you work on internationally.
This is true. Yeah, it's a human right.
So you worked under the CBLA, right,
yes.
with first graders, and now you've worked under the READ Act. Can
Right.
you talk a little bit about, from a teacher's perspective, looking at first graders, what's this been like?
You know, what's kind of funny about this is one of the things that I'm doing in Belize as well as the United States is I am really talking about the importance of assessment, about knowing your readers and knowing kids. And so the idea of assessment in and of itself is very powerful to me as a teacher. I use it to inform my instruction. So I just really want to be clear that assessment drives my instruction. It's core to what I'm doing. The issue here is that every time you assess a child, you are taking minutes away from instructing that child. That's just how it works. So I'm very judicious about the kind of assessment that I want to do with my kids. So I wanted to pick an assessment for each one of my children that is going to inform my instruction, that is going to tell me exactly where that reader is, exactly where they're falling off the train, as it were, what to do about it, where to pick them up, put them back on the train, and go down that track of literacy. So if I am taking those minutes to do that, and I'm taking minutes to go to an assessment that is not purposeful and meaningful to me, and not giving me the information that I need to have, then it's taken away from instructing that child without giving me good information on how to help them. So that's really my issue with a poor assessment.
So you went from, you're very fond of the DRA too, like Sina.
I am.
Like Sina mentioned.
I'm one of those she talked about that has a love.
She loves it. I'm in love with the DRA too. Okay. And so that, in your view, is a quality assessment.
It is.
The problem is it's not on the approved list.
It's not.
So you have to use another assessment that is on the approved list 3 times a year. And then
Correct.
if you still want to use the DRA too, you have to double test.
Well, here's the deal. I have to use the DRA. I have to use an assessment that's going to give me information so that I can best instruct my kids. I owe that to my kids who are growing as readers. So that is a given. I have to know how they're word calling. I have to know when they miss a word, why. I have to know all of this stuff. I have to know then on a higher level if they understood what was in the story, if they can make connections, if they can understand an author's message, the point of it, if they can infer to life skill in their own life that has matched that character. All of these things I have to do. That's the kind of thing that I have to get if I'm going to be a good instructor. So I have to do that. That's the bottom line. So now if I have to do another meaningless assessment, that's meaningless because it's not meaningful to me.
We are smiling at your passion. That is all.
It's not giving me the information I need to instruct my readers. So and I understand the onus of me harvesting some information from that, which I will work hard to do. But that has to, what I'm saying is that now I'm taking time away from instructing what I know from a good assessment to give kids an assessment that's not as meaningful. Plus, it sends them a message that I'm valuing low-level thinking skills. If they are spending a long time in front of a computer answering questions to low-level thinking,
assessment, like Dr. Morgan mentioned.
that sends them that message that's important to me.
So, Sina, what's your response